Hi guys, all right, this is Tony here down on the fitness center floor. I'm standing here with our resident kettlebell expert, Rick Hughes, and I asked him a question this morning. He had a great answer, and I really wanted to share it with you guys. It's got a great message, and the question is, Rick, is why do we resistance train? Why do we strength train? What's the importance of it?
Okay.
You know that we work out a lot, we talk about mobility a lot, we talk about movement patterns, we're trying to get those things right. What's the overall meaning to it? I mean, why do we do it?
Okay. The best story that I've had on this, quite frankly, comes from a professor at the exercise physiology department, and he's with the NSCA. And this was recorded at a class of his master's level students. And he posed the question, would you train a 65-year-old woman who's never weight trained to do a barbell squat? This was a yes/no answer. They knew they were being recorded. No one wanted to be an idiot and have the wrong answer. Now in their minds, you know, these kids are like 23, 24 years old. So for them, turning 30 is a crisis, turning 40 is, oh my God, and if you're 60, why are you still on the planet? So their idea was, we gotta do something safe. So more than likely a leg press, leg extension, leg curl, but for some reason it didn't seem like that was gonna be the right answer. So they sat there in silence on this recording for about 10 to 15 seconds. So finally, the professor spoke up and said, if you're not going to answer it, I will. She has to sit down and stand up. That is a squat function. So we're actually going to train her in a pattern she uses every day. We're going to find out her strength level and we're going to make her stronger. So almost the crowd just gave this almost, it's kind of a sigh like, oh yeah, okay, I get it. And he said, I don't think you get it. I want to make sure you understand what I'm talking about. So imagine 15 years later, she's 80. She's in a nursing home and she can't stand up from a toilet without assistance. That's why we strength train, to improve people's quality of life. Now that's, I call a kicker. And I told this story for years, and I had a lady about 2 years ago said, unfortunately, I have a kicker that's stronger than yours. That's pretty strong, so what do you got? She said, well, my mother-in-law died 6 months ago in a nursing home. She got up in the middle of the night, went to the bathroom, couldn't get up, hit the assist button, but nobody came. They found her on the floor the next morning. She had fallen off the john and broken her neck. Now, nobody that I tell this story to wants to be that 80-year-old woman. So when we're doing strength training, we're training for quality of life now and in the future.
You know, it's a pretty profound, answer, and that's why I wanted to share it. It's more than just, feeling the burn in the quads and, and bigger bench and things like that. It's about how we improve our daily life,
exactly.
Right? And how we extend that. Longevity is the question here, right? And that's what we're trying to do. That's why we hammer home functional movement patterns, and that's why we test and we do things like that, so we can make those better. So you can continue to swing a golf club when you're 80. You can continue to stand up and set back down, turn, things like that. Those are all important things that we need to be able to do throughout life. And again, that's why I've asked Rick, to share that story with you. It spoke a lot to me. Because again, I'm all about exercise, and a lot of you guys are. But again, it's looking further than what we're looking at that day and what it extends and what it does. All right. So if you want to hear more from Rick and get some more expertise, which he has a lot, you should come by and see him during his kettlebell conditioning class, and that's hosted on Mondays and Wednesdays at 12 p.m. right here on the fitness center floor. He's got a lot of stuff to share. I learned a lot from him. Rick, thanks for sharing that story with us.
Thank you.
And look, keep your eyes and ears open. We're going to have a mobility class coming really soon. Him and I are going to be working together to continue this idea of making you better throughout your entire lifespan. Okay, so stick around and we're going to have some more for you, okay?
Thanks, guys.